ขออนุญาตพูดเป็นภาษาอังกฤษเลยนะคะ Ladies and gentlemen, to all our foreign press media and our expats, the rice pledging scheme is corrupted at every stage and every step. The whole process is absolutely corrupted. Rice farmers all revealed that about 1/3 of the money used by the government to allegedly pay the farmers, which is 4,500 baht of the 15,000 baht per ton pledge price, is pocketed by various individuals, corrupted by this government. Every step of the pledging scheme, of this process, is corrupted. Yingluck's government has never revealed how much rice is actually left in storage. The governments claim that they have in their possession 18 million tons. But the farmers no longer trust this government. They believe that these warehouses are actually empty and the rice stock that may have been left over are spoiled. Yingluck's government claimed that they were going to sell the rice to the Chinese government under a G2G agreement. But China has confirmed that there was no such agreement. China refused to be involved with such corruption and dirty scheme, so they pressure Yingluck's government to provide the name of the Chinese state officials who has agreed to this deal. In the end, Yingluck's subordinates had to admit that there was never a G2G agreement with China. Kun Suthep Turksuban, secretary to the PDRC, said on stage tonight that the farmers suspect two things. First, how much rice is really there in storage. They suspect that once the real figures are actually revealed, Yingluck and her cronies will have to go to jail for corruption, which is why this government has kept the numbers secret. Second, even if there is some rice left over in storage and Yingluck's government managed to sell it, the proceeds will not be able to pay back all the money they owe the farmers. This means Yingluck's government has broken their pledge to the rice farmers. There is an old saying, an old Thai saying, ivory doesn't grow from the mouth of a dog. Therefore, the words from some of Yingluck's cronies about rice, such as the word from the UDD red shirt leader, Jatuporn Phompan, cannot be trusted. Yingluck's government has clearly violated their agreement with the farmers, who hold rice bonds and BAAC pledging contracts in hand. This means that these farmers can take immediate legal action against Yingluck's government for breach of contract in civil court. These farmers have already initiated the process. There is another group of farmers who handed over their rice to Yingluck's government and have already received bonds but have yet to sign a pledging agreement. This group will require more evidence to provide their case in court. But this is doable because they have some rice document in hand. The most unfortunate group of farmers are those who have handed over their rice to Yingluck's government but fail to be provided with any written documentation by the states. It is abominable that Yingluck's crony have tricked the farmers like this. But the attorney from the Thai Lawyers Association will do their best with these cases. Yingluck's government will be liable under both civil and criminal law. The rice pledging scheme has turned into a national problem. This crisis created by this government's greed for corruption has affected over 5 million farmers. But during this crisis, you can see the ties coming together, reuniting to find a way to help these farmers. There is love and compassion pouring in from everywhere around Thailand for these farmers. The generosity and compassion of the Bangkokians for our farmers is absolutely amazing. For those who could afford to donate 20 baht, to those giving us $500,000, everyone wants to help farmers as best they can. But while the good citizens of Bangkok and elsewhere are uniting forces to aid and assist our farmers, one group is sitting by and doing nothing at all, and that is the Shinawat's family and their cronies. This shameless government has accused the PDRC of using farmers as a political instrument. But as our spokesperson, Ekanat Prompan, has clearly stated, the PDRC is not politicizing the farmers' struggle. In fact, it is us who are willing to be used by the farmers as an instrument platform to ensure that their voice and demand for justice from Yingluck and her cronies are heard. We are proud to be able to provide farmers with the freedom to demonstrate and take legal action against Yingluck's government and her cabinet. The PDRC will support all legal fees and expenses involved for every lawsuit filed by the farmers in this regard. As of now, there are currently 2 groups of farmers protesting Yingluck's government. One group is stationed in front of the Ministry of Commerce in Nonthaburi, and another group of 3,000 also farmers has joined Luang Pu Phutta Isara at Jang Watana stage. Around 11 a.m. today, there was a report of an explosive at Pan Pha Bridge. Although we suspect that the anti-government protesters were actually the target, 6 Bangkok sweepers were injured instead. Bangkok's governor has visited the injured in hospital already. One person was slightly injured and released, but the rest are still recovering. One was hit in her eye, but fortunately, the explosive missed the critical spots of her eyesight, so her eyesight was not at all affected. The other 2 are in recovery with moderate injuries, and remaining 2 are in critical condition. Kun Suthep strongly suspect that the government supporter and the Thaksin's regime are behind this attack. One of the PDRC core leader, T-News owner Kun Sontiyan, was captured and arrested under the emergency decree by the police officer today. We will fight Kun Sontiyan's capture to the best of our ability. Please do not be discouraged by this arrest. We will carry on fighting against Yingluck's government and the Thaksin's regime, shoulder to shoulder, until we prevail. Thank you and good night. ขอบคุณมากค่ะ